Hi everyone, welcome to another video. This one's going to be a bit different because we're going to go down to a river I looked at in the summer and just have a little go just for a few hours. My name's Carl, so I've come down to my local co-op and just bought a couple of cheap loaves of bread. I've got a tin of sweet corn and a tub of pellets, and that is it. That's all I've got as bait. All I'm going to need. I'm only going to be there for 2 hours. Time is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 12 degrees, a bit windy. River's probably going to be in flood, so it could be a good thing. So we'll get on our way up there and I'll bring you back soon once we get out of the car. We've done the 45-minute drive and walked down to the river, which took about 15 minutes, and we're down here. Water's looking nice and coloured as expected. Water's fairly high, so let's have a wander along, see what we can find. Nice otter's den there. I have never seen the otter down here before though, but if there's an otter down here then there should be fish here, shouldn't there? Running a bit fast through here at the moment, I think. A bit rough. But we need to find somewhere where it's a bit slacker, where the fish may be holding up. So let's have a wander. Let's see what else we can find. And there it says I come down here, there's quite a few trees down and stuff like that. But nothing to stop us from walking through. Hence we're down here now. Sure about any of these little spots yet. I think we're going to go and find some deeper water. Under trees like this and stuff like that on the deeper water should be a good spot. Well, hopefully anyway. You can see like places like here, much deeper. I would say that would probably be a good spot to try. Along the back here, the pace of the river is a lot slower, which is ideal for fish holding spots. And then you've got a faster pace closer in. I think we'll just walk up a couple more swims and make a decision. But this one's looking quite good. Mud's a bit slippery, but got grip boots on, so not too bad. This swim looks fun. Much deeper swim. Got a nice slack on the back there. Fast flow through the middle and then slack again on this side. And then fast flow close in. Sort of going around in a swirling motion of like a circle. It's reversing itself somehow. So we'll give this a go, I think. See what we can do here, and if not we can always move along. So let's get set up, see if we can find a few fish. So before I set up, I'd just like to show you how light I come on little trips like this. So I've got my rod, reel, 2 loaves of bread, tin of sweet corn, small amount of tackle, my fox stalker chair, and a decent carry-on bag that you can just put on your back like so. Towel for wiping hands and a jacket if needed. That is it. That's all I bring on trips like this. Right, so I'll get set up and see what we can do. Okay, so rod's set up. Got a bit of rain coming down, but nothing to worry about. Got a size 8 hook on. Down from that, just got a little shot, and that's just to stop the running ledger from coming down to the hook. So as simple as that. I think I'll just light that shot up a bit further. And then we shall get a piece of bread. Which I'm now about to do. I'll show you how I hook that. This seems to help my fishing quite a lot. So you pull yourself a piece of bread off. Some can say that sort of size. Fold it in half. and then just squeeze the top of it to make it a bit tougher. Lay your line into there like so, and then squeeze the bread around the eye, leaving the rest flaky and the hook sticking out. That makes sense. So you've got a bait like that. Well, somehow I managed to leave my tub of pallets at home, so the only thing I can do from here now is crunch up a bit of bread, make it a bit soggy, chuck a bit in the swim, and hopefully attract a few fish like that. A couple of bits of sweet corn down there as well. See what we can get. So I'm fishing just over there towards that tree in the slack water on this side. So I'm going to bait up over there, which I'll show you in a minute, and I'll put some bait in. We'll see how we get on. So I just dip me bread in the water like that to wet it out. I'm going to go off over here. I think down between there and that gap's looking pretty good. Maybe down the edges down here. So let's plonk a bit of feed around and have a couple of casts and see if we can catch. Hopefully this is all going to sink. Looks like the flow is slightly coming this way. We'll go a bit further past where we're actually fishing. Some of that is floating, which is not so good, but a lot of it's going down, so that's all we need. Plus having a few bits on the top is good because some of the fish might come up and take it. It's the crush that's floating, so it's not a problem, I don't mind that. So that's a bit of bread in the area, most of it's going down, like I say. There is some on the surface. Depth is probably 3 to 4 foot, so plenty deep enough to get a few fish. Maybe a bit deeper in parts. So let's have a go. We're sitting here like this, tucked up under a tree because it's got a bit of rain. Let's see if we can get a few bites. Okay, so we're on our first cast. Right under the tree there. Baited up with bread and a bit of corn. Got a nice flake of bread on. Bit windy, or a few gusts of wind, but nothing to worry about. Bit of drizzle. Again, nothing to worry about. So now we've just got to try and get a bite. Hopefully this tip is going to tap and then bend round and go off with a nice 3-4 pound chub. That would be good. But any fish would be good to start with. Bit annoyed that I didn't bring me pallets, so I could feed the bottom out there with some pallet, but a bit of bread and corn should do the job. Flow on the far side of the bank, as you can probably see, is really, really fast, and it goes down past me and under the trees and then comes back down this side, which is quite strange really. It's going both ways down the river basically. You look in front of me, you can see a piece of bread now going that way, look. But over the other side it's flowing really fast the other way. I haven't fished many of these little streams and stuff like that, so I don't really know what's what. On a lot of these I know obviously roughly what to look for to find the fish and stuff like that. So that's what I'm trying to do. That thing just fell off a tree onto my head. Some sort of bug. Well, I'm on my second cast now. No bites yet. Weird looking thing. Anyone know what it is? Right, we'll let it go about what it's doing. So I'm fishing there at the moment. I've actually cast that over to the back area in the slack water. Pretty close to the bank. Maybe a little bit too close. I keep getting little taps on the rod, but I think it's just little fish playing about with it. If you watch the tip of the rod, you'll see. No, I haven't had a really good take or nothing yet. They're probably little dace and stuff pecking at it. I'm hoping for a nice chub to just take the rod round and I'll strike into it. Getting a little wet, but nothing to worry about, just drizzle, not soaked. Been here about 10-15 minutes now, or cast out about 10-15 minutes. Right, I think it's time to try a bit of sweet corn and see what I can get on that. Meat baits and stuff like that will probably be good in places like this as well, especially flavoured oily ones, something like that. Still going to continue trying under there, just keep feeding over there and hopefully some fish will move in and I'll go back over there. See the rod tips going now, look, just little taps. Nothing too crazy, just enough to move the tip slightly. So no more bites yet. Had 2 or 3 casts now. Keep trickling bread along the inside line here so it flows down the river to where I baited. But still no bites, still nothing happening. Just keeping an eye on the rod at the same time while I'm looking. I'm over on the far bank now with a double sweet corn on. See if I can get anything over there. Not sure if these little knocks are little fish. I'm pretty sure they are little fish tapping the end of the rod, but nothing's actually taking it. So I'll just keep trying different little spots around this swim. May move into a swim further down or next door. See if I can get any bites there either. But obviously got to give them a bit of time. Not sure where the fish live along this stretch and stuff, but you'd think this deep hole would be the place because most of the rest of the stretch is quite shallow. But we'll keep trying and we'll keep seeing how we get on. So yeah, I'm just feeding down this inside line, trickling in bread all the way along to that gap in the bushes down the bottom there. And trees, whatever you want to call it. While I'm still fishing over the back there. Well, I say still fishing, I've only literally just cast back over there. Give that a go on double sweet corn. I think bread will be the thing that's going to catch if anything's going to catch. It's starting to get slightly dark now, so can't have too much more time left. But we can fish it until it's almost dark and we can walk back to the car. Could try down there around the edge of that tree there. Could try out in the flow. So you'll get little knocks on the tip, but nothing's actually taking it round. You'd think I'd get a few bites in this stretch really. So I don't know the river yet, so I've got to learn it. Find out what's what. Probably be better if I had some worms and maggots as well. Probably pick up a few perch and stuff like that. But you've got to be out here to give it a go and get a catch then at home. Hence why I thought I'd come out and give it a go, which is what I'm doing now. So we'll keep trying. And maybe we'll try the next swim down if we don't get any luck in the next half an hour or so. Can't really get a better spot than that. It's right where it needs to be. Just past where I baited up. It's even better. Hopefully they'll come to that before they get to the bait on the bottom. So we've got the rod down there and tightened up so we can get a bite. I think I might just go down there and trickle in just a bit more bait. That would just be little balls of bread. Which I'm just breaking up in my hand. Just throwing in things like that, float down towards where I'm fishing. I'll go down there and put sort of 10 or 12 bits down there. And hopefully something will happen. So we're not going to know unless we keep trying. Haven't seen any signs of fish or anything like that at the moment. So I'll wander down and just put a few more bits in. So most of that sunk down as I threw out there. A couple of bits stayed on the top, but that's always good, just in case anything comes to the surface. So come on fishies, let's see if we can get a bite. But I don't care if I just get one fish, I'd just like to know there's some fish here. Or even if I get a few bites and miss them, just want to see some sort of presence of fish being in the area. Quite a bit duller than what it looks on the camera at the moment, but I'm still okay to carry on as yet. Strange sitting by the river, as I've been doing so much sea fishing lately. Weird not hearing the waves. Just really quiet, just got a gentle noise on the flow in the middle of the river there. Probably can't hear it on camera, it's only every now and again. so I'll sit back and give this 10-15 minutes, and then I'll check if my bread's still on there. Well, I've sat back for 10-15 minutes. Not even a little knock, I don't think. Got a slight bit of rain coming down, as you can see, but not really making me wet. Now wondering whether I should pop into the next swim and give that a go. So what I'll do is I'll set the drag on this rod in case we do get a bite. I can take line, and we'll have a little look in next door, shall we? See what we got. So this is next door. Got a fallen tree over the back there, just stopping the flow. Got a fair bit of flow on the inside line, quite a fast flow, so that's probably no good. And then a medium sort of flow through the middle and a slow flow through the back. So I'm saying we probably try over the back there. Maybe under that tree root there, or anywhere across here really. None of this is unfishable, just a flow close in. It's pretty fast, quite hard to see. Tell me what you think, where you'd fish if you were standing in a swim. I think I'm going to try along the back there for a little bit and just see if we can find some fish. As you already know, this is where I'm fishing at the moment. I'll show you a bit further in why I chose this spot. As you can see, if you look here, this whole corner, right the way around, it's got tree cover halfway across the river. All of that is actually in the water, so surely there must be fish under there, so hence why I thought I'd try down the side of it. I'm trying down there, but don't seem to be getting any bites. I think if I had worm and maggots and stuff like that, I'd get some bites, but that'd probably be off smaller fish. I'm trying to get a decent sized chub or something like that. It doesn't seem to be happening in this swim, so we'll grab a rod, we'll have a little go next door, see if we can get a bite in there. Let's see where that takes us. Right, so let's go into the next swim. I'm not going to take on my gear, just going to take a rod, piece of bread, leave all the stuff over there. Shouldn't be a problem, not many people around here. The odd dog walker, that's about it. So where do we try first? Over the back is looking quite good. We'll try and go under that tree over the back there. Still in a bit of flow, but nothing too crazy, I don't think. So we'll set the rod there. See what happens. I think the flow's pulled around slightly, but I don't think it's strong enough to worry about it too much. Let's see if we can get a bite in this one. Got to be some fish in here somewhere, surely. I know there's otters in here, but I wouldn't have thought they'd have emptied the whole river out. If you go up a river sort of half a mile, there's a bridge and you can see some fish under there. Nothing too big, but there's a few fish. There's always baby fish there every year, so there must be a few fish along here, just to be producing the babies every year. Would have thought with the deeper water and stuff, you know, they'd be able to get out of the way of the otters, most of them. But maybe not. But We've got to try to find out, and we're not going to know unless we try. Nice peaceful place to be, really quiet. The rain's not really putting me off because it's only like a drizzle, nothing to worry about. I think if I'd have gone sea fishing today, I'd be getting my head blown off at the moment. You hiding in me shelter. I'm sure we'll squeeze another sea fishing trip in fairly soon. As soon as the storms drop off and the big seas settle down. All of North Norfolk and that's getting totally flooded, coming up and over the walls, rivers are bursting, sand going across the roads, all sorts of stuff. It's been really rough up there, 70+mph winds. Down here on the river today I think we've got 18 mph, but it's not really affecting us too much, hiding in these trees. Which is why I thought I'd come and give it a little go. Right, so I'll give this a couple of casts and I'll let you know how I get on. So I'll give this swim a little go, had a couple of casts over by the tree at the back there, one down under here, and I even came over here and squeezed between these trees and had a few goes along that tree down there where it's all funneling through, but no bites. So I moved down here to the next one. Of course, muddy down this end, slippery and horrible. You think they all live under there, wouldn't you? Especially the depths now they got. It's 4 or 5 foot under it, but don't seem to be nothing there. So I came down here and I had to go see where the light patch of weed is over there, just before where I was turning there. Put it on that slack spot there. I had to go. No bites either. It's a bit fast through here to sort of be fishing any of the rest of it. Don't think the fish would be sitting in that. So I'm not really sure. Don't know if I haven't even seen a fish going across the weed or anything. No little roach, no little dace, anything like that. So are there any fish in here? Right, so we're back up where we started. And we're still going to stick this out till it gets dark. Because you never know, it only takes one bite to get a fish. Just seems a shame that we ain't had a few more bites. Grab that piece of predator lift there. Right, back up here. We'll have a few more casts while it's still light. Hopefully finish off with something. Doesn't look dark on the camera, but it's starting to get dark now, quite dark now. Can hardly see the tip of the rod. I'm sure we'll get another half an hour out of it. So we'll try our best to get a bite. And if not, we've had a good go. At least we come out and tried. It's better than sitting at home. Nice to try and try somewhere new. But you're not going to catch fish every time you go out, especially in places that you don't know about. You have to learn them, work out where the fish are, what they feed on, stuff like that. But don't seem to be happening today. Don't know if they just don't take bread around here, because I doubt much bread gets put in here. Not really sure what the situation is. Can't get nothing to come up on top, so some of these bits are crossed to keep floating, but most bits are going down. But I'm just not seeing nothing take them. Even as they go down, you can see them go down 3 or 4 foot. There's no little fish pecking at them or anything like that. Just doesn't seem to be any fish there. Don't know if anyone recognised where I actually am. I've fished here before and can tell me what I could be doing wrong, or there's no fishing here anymore, or I suppose the Eccles quite easily clear out a stretch of water, and I suppose they could have cleared this whole stretch out, but I thought there might have been a few left, but it's not looking too good. Right, so we'll get some more bait down there, give it a few more casts, and I'll report back to you in a little bit. And they're going to rebait the rod, put it back down under that tree where we started. I think that's probably my best bet still. And we'll see if anything happens. Okay, so I've heavily baited down in the tree area again. Put half a tin of sweet corn down there, 4 or 5 bits of squished up bread and stuff like that. And we're going to give it another go for an hour or so. That's all I could think of doing really. There's not really much else I can do. Just got to keep trying at it. Hope a few fish move in, if there's any even down there or in the area. And hopefully we'll get a bite. I'm fishing right there, in there. It's clear as far as I can tell. It doesn't seem to be weedy or nothing like that. It seems to be a clear spot. So the bait should be sitting on the bottom quite nicely, not rolling away or getting caught up in weed or anything like that. So there should be plenty of bait sitting down there now. But I don't see no movement of fish or anything like that, or anything happening down there. It doesn't mean there ain't no fish there. If there is, then they're not feeding. But as I say, you never know, we need one bite to catch a fish. So we'll sit back on the chair again for a little while, and then hopefully we'll get a bite. Got the rod sitting here. I don't know if you can actually see the rod now. It's even hard for me to see now, so you'd see it if it went round, but it's hard to see the tip of it otherwise. So I'm going to sit back, probably manage to get 3 or 4 more casts in at 15-minute intervals, something like that, maybe 10 minutes. We'll see how it goes, and we'll still try and get a fish on camera, or even find out if there's any fish in here. Always nice to try new places, but we can't always catch fish at a new spot. Most of the time I do, so that's good. So fingers crossed before the end of this session we'll get a decent bite and we'll have a fish on the bank. But we shall have to see. So I'll report back soon once I've had this cast and we get on to the next cast, and I'll let you know what's happening. Weather still seems to be okay, the wind's dropped down a bit, the rain's gone for now, so that's not too bad. Hands are a bit cold, but that's just from where I'm putting them in the water to mush up the bread. Body's nice and warm. So I'm going to sit back now for 10 minutes, watch the rod tip, and hopefully get a bite. Well, I'll give it probably half an hour or so now. Still no bites. Been a funny old session so far, really. Surprising in a pool like this that there ain't no little fish at least pecking at it and stuff like that. I think maybe there was when I cast over the other side, but not sure. Seems quite weird just sitting back on the chair relaxed. As you know, when I'm sea fishing I've normally got 4 rods out and 2 or 3 hooks on each rod, or on two or three of the rods, and then 1 big bait rod. This seems weird just plonking a bait out and sitting back and waiting for a bite, basically. It's not enough moving around and doing stuff for me, really. I like to be active and doing stuff, but this session is only meant to be to sit back and just see if we can get a couple of fish out. It's better than just sitting at home or working, for that matter. But as said, so far still haven't had any bites. So am I doing something wrong? Is there no fish in this river because of all the otters? Because I know the nearby lakes and stuff have had attacks from these otters as well and had big fish taken out. So have they cleared these rivers already? Hard to know. From what I've shown you, if you leave in the comments where you would have fished, or do you agree with what I've done? Just let me know what you think. But it's nice to have a go. I've looked up here 2 or 3 times now before I decided to have a go. Give you an idea what the weather's like. You can probably hear the trees rustling around. I'm quite lucky down in this dip because that's going over the top of me. Whereas on these trees and stuff, that's blowing them right over. Can't see nothing up in the sky, it's all overcast, but that's moving across fairly quickly. Anyway, back to the fishing. Ain't got long left now. Right, so I've just rebaited. I'm having another cast. What I'm going to do now is, well, I've already done it. Cast out to the middle of the river now, which is fishing about there, underneath that branch in the middle of the river. So we'll give that a go, see if that produces a bite. And then we're sort of starting to run out of options. I've already fished over the back there. I seem to get a few little nibbles, but no positive bites. I've already tried down here. Nothing seemed to happen. And the flow out in the middle just takes you line down the river, which is no good. Could put a heavier weight on and sit in it, but I don't think that's the thing to do. So I'll try here, see if this spot produces anything. If it won't rain too much. Don't want to get soaking wet. Alright, we'll give this one a bit longer. Maybe have another couple of casts, and it's probably getting towards the end of the session. Running out of light. And nothing seems to be working, to be honest. If I'd have caught a few fish, I probably would have fished into darkness just to see if I'd have brought on any more fish. But with the low light conditions now, I would say, from the fish's point of view, that looks like it's dark anyway, because this is in the middle here, is at least 5-6 foot deep, and the water's all coloured up. So I would say it's pretty much pitch black on the bottom. Okay, so I think I'm going to have one more cast. I'm losing the light now. I know it doesn't look like it in the camera, but it's near enough dark. And I've got to walk up through the woods and back across the heath to the car. So I need to see what I'm doing, because I've got no lights with me. Still no bites. So I'm going to have one more cast right under that tree, down the back there. I'll show you. I'm going to go right under there, as far back as I can possibly flick it through. Hopefully we'll end on a fish. If not, then I've had a good go. I put plenty of bait out there, so if there was going to be any fish down there, they'd be down there, I would say. But we'll have one more go, and then I'm going to have to put everything away, because literally won't be able to see to go back. We'll get down there, we'll have the last cast. Hopefully you can see what I'm trying to show. Looks like you can. All I'm doing is putting nice flakes of bread on like that, which normally catch me plenty of fish. Alright, so let's have a go. So as you can see, I'm well in there. Just wherever I can get a fish now. Be impressed to get one on the last cast. You never know. I'll give it 15 minutes. Then I'm going to have to pack up, as I say, because it's getting too dark. At least I got out and had a go. Hope everyone else do the same. Well, we had to give up because we've run out of light basically. So we'll start wandering back to the car. By the time I get to the car, it's going to be pitch black. So we gave it a good go. We tried 2 or 3 different swims, including this one here. Myself, I don't think there's actually any fish in there. I reckon they've all been eaten by the otters. But I wanted to come down and give it a go to find out. And that's what I done. Tried under here. There's lots of spots that look really fishy. And if there was any fish in there, there'd be fish there. We tried this swim as well. Again, no good. But if you don't try these things, you're never going to know. I could have come out of there with 5-6 pound chub, which obviously would have been really good, but probably not going to happen. Somewhere like this, but if you don't try, you don't find out. There are plenty of other little runs along this river. I can go further down that way and find plenty. There's more under here. I think it's way too shallow here. All these runs. And obviously the otters live there in their little den they've made. I think they're the culprits of clearing out the river, I would say. It's not looking too good when you can't get just a few little fish, you know, even like poundfish or anything like that. Get me rods caught in the trees as I walk past. I've got them sticking out the top of my rucksack. This looked like a nice spot, but I think I'm going to be leaving this one now. I don't think there's any fish in there, I honestly don't. I know I've only had one session, but I would have had some sort of signs of something being there. And so you can go off down that way and down the river as well, but we're going off up here. Might see some nice wildlife on the way through. Quite often see deers and stuff walking through as I go through here, which is quite nice, which is why I've kept the camera on. Really quiet place to go, really. You can get the odd dog walker, but I think I've seen 3 or 4 people the whole time I've been here. I've been here about 4 hours, I think. Lots of different paths through the woods, you can walk all different ways. If you go too far to the left, which is that way, come to a fence, you can't get no further.
Any luck?
No, nothing at all. Keep getting caught in trees.
Fighting down there?
I don't even know if there's any fish in there, is there?
You're kidding me.
Have you been there?
Kidding me. You know what, my dad?
Oh, I had to stop there. I had a couple of people stop and chat to me. And they were telling me what the river fished like 30, 40 years ago. Which is not going to help me now. But it sounds like there was a lot of fish in there. A lot of pike, a lot of perch and that sort of stuff. But there was some bigger chub and stuff in there. Doesn't know now because he hasn't fished it for a long time. He's telling me to go to the left or to go to the right of where I fished. A lot further up where there's not a lot of people. And there still should be some fish. Not sure about that with them otters being there. But I'm not sure, we'll see. Oh, nice bird. Here it comes. It's good to see. Obviously, yeah, they're hunting mice and stuff like that. So we're halfway back to the car now. Can go off down that way and walk through the woods and stuff, and there's plenty of deers and stuff to see and things like that, and walks. You can go off down that way to the river as well. There's lots of different ways from here basically. I'm going to cut through here and I'll be back at the car and I'll speak to you then. Okay, so we're back at the car, gear's back in. I'm now about to put the trainers on, get these boots off. Put the boots off. I've had an idea for on the way back where I'm going to stop and have a few casts, see if we can get a few fish, so bear with me. Trainer's back on. Right, let's get in the car. Well, I decided to stop on the bridge on the way home because I wasn't very happy I didn't catch anything. So I had a couple of casts in here. And guess what? Second cast, fish on. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be that. Nice little trout. Never caught a trout before, so that's pretty cool. PB for me. Lovely fish. So let's try and get another one. Try and get the take. Lovely little spot. Also got a light as well, so not a light but it's a road light, but it's enough for me to see what I'm doing. So let's try and get another one, or let's try and get something else. I wasn't expecting a trout. Pretty cool, eh? I think that was a rainbow. Might have been a brown, I don't know. All I'm literally doing, as you can see there, is freelining a bit of bread and then it'll go through the flow. Right, so let's try and get another one. Great way to fish, awesome fun. Unbelievable how things happening. Just sat there in the river for 4 hours with no bites. I had a bite first casting to put it in there, second cast had a fish. Awesome. So, drift this bit of bread through, hopefully we'll get another fish. Shouldn't be too bad. Don't know if it's worth me moving around the side there and actually fishing under the bridge or keeping in this flow, to be honest. Yep, here we go. We're on again. Oh, and you saw the take that time, didn't it? Looking good. Well, it turned a really slow session into quite a bit of fun. A tight one. Whatever this is, it's going well down there. Awesome fun. Looks like it's got the mouth of a chub. Looked like it had the lips of a chub when I was out there. No, it's another trout. That's 2 fish in 5 minutes. I've just spent half the day trying to get a fish. And then that happened. Unreal. baby. Lovely fish. So I reckon that is £1.5, coming up £2. Gorgeous fish. Never caught these before, so really good fun to do something different. Awesome spot to fish. Very easy to catch. Very easy to catch. Right. Let's try and go again. Bring it back for get another one. There's the otters that live further down the river. Just come flying out of the water in front of me, scared the hell out of me. And they're going up under the bridge over there. Probably going to scare my fish away now. It's a pain, but I'm getting a bite nearly every cast, so this is good fun. It's dark now, as you can see, but we'll have a few more casts, see if we can get another one. Well, it seems like them otters scared my fish off. And they put a bomb on, and I'm just sitting it down there in the middle there. So you can't see, but there's a light on the water, but see it's dark now. Just wondered if I could get anything on the bottom. I was getting plenty more bites as I was drifting through, but I couldn't strike at the right times knowing I'm getting a bite and stuff. So I thought I'd have a little go like this. We'll definitely give this spot another go. Another day in the daylight, I think. Nice little spot to peep up on the road. Going past all the time. Road, cars going past all the time. Give it a little bit longer. Nice to have a couple of fish, a couple of PBs. Fish I haven't caught before as well. So that's great. I'll have to look back on the video and see if they're both the same species or the same sort of trout. Could have two different ones, I'm not sure. Obviously a spot we can try from now and again. See how it goes. Alright, so I'll have a couple more casts, I'll update you in the car. Unless I get another fish. And that's turned a really quiet, slow afternoon into a great evening. Which is great. Well, it's getting a bit wet now, it's raining a bit harder, getting a bit colder, so I'm wet through now. So, I packed up, but that was well worth stopping there on the way home for a couple of casts on it. A couple of PBs, a couple of fish I'd never caught before. That'll do nicely. I've got a new spot again now, so I'll be giving that a go during the day at some point. See what we can get out of there, see what size fish we can get out of there as well. That's all good, so it's worth going out today. All come good in the end. Right, so I'm actually going to head home this time, not like last time. And that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you tune in on the next one and we catch some more fish. Please like and subscribe. Give a good thumbs up to help the channel out, and once we get some much higher subscribers I might start giving a few things away, doing some competitions and stuff like that. So I'll see you soon in the next video.